Hey, today I'm talking about my 4-year-old Thursday Captains. I had them resold recently and I'm super excited to get them back. I had them resold at Dimar Shoe Repair in Guelph, Ontario. Pablo does just such incredible work. I'll put a link in the corner to another video I posted of my Allen Edmonds dress shoes that he had resold a couple years ago. I had him put these on a Ridgeway outsole, something I've always wanted to try. And while it was a chore because of just how the lugs line up with the narrow welts and the guide on the sole stitcher, Pablo said it was a bit of a challenge, but he really nailed it. I know a lot of people, when it comes to resoling boots, talk about Thursday boots and whether or not it's worth getting them resoled or just buying a new pair. It did cost me a little bit more for this job because I wanted to add new leather midsoles instead of that EVA rubber midsole, but still cheaper than buying a new pair. It was with taxes and everything, 230 bucks Canadian, so 195 bucks Canadian plus tax for everything, for the whole job. And a new pair for me would cost around 310 bucks with taxes if I wanted to buy a new pair of Thursday boots. So, it was around 80 bucks cheaper to get them resold. And that's with new leather midsoles, nice Ridgeway outsole, as opposed to buying a new pair. So for me, it was absolutely worth getting these resold for a couple reasons. Aside from just saving that 80 bucks, that's a bonus for sure. But the most important reason it was worth it for me is because I love these boots. I've had them for 4 years. I've worn them regularly throughout that period. I take them camping every summer. I do a big camping portaging trip. And they're so broken in and comfortable that I know I can hike for the whole day, carrying all of our stuff in a canoe on my head and not have to worry about pain or blisters or anything. And I just think the uppers look so much better after they've been worked in like this and they're all beaten up. So really important for me to be able to keep these things going. And the second reason why I wanted to get these resold was to settle my own curiosity around Poron insoles. I do prefer leather insoles. I think they're more comfortable over time. I've read that they have more longevity. Some people have said that the Poron insoles break down and become less comfortable over time. And these definitely in like really recent months became less comfortable because it felt like I was walking directly on the rubber studs of the outsole. It didn't feel like there was any support left. But I wondered if it was the Poron insole at all, or was it because the cork had worn away? Maybe there wasn't a lot of cork to begin with. That EVA comfort strip rubber midsole thing, I've seen pictures of those kind of breaking down over time. So I wanted to see if getting these resoled made a difference, and having that leather midsole there, if that brought back support, and maybe that Poron insole is less of a factor than maybe I had thought. And these have the same Poron insole that they always did, but now they have that fresh, substantial layer of cork, the new leather midsoles, and a new outsole, and they're incredibly comfortable again. Very supportive, doesn't feel like I'm walking on the pavement. So I'm comfortable saying the reason these boots feel less supportive over time isn't necessarily the Poron insole. I think it's more those other layers of support, because I do have other boots with Poron insoles that still feel very supportive as well. I still prefer a leather insole, but I'm kind of glad that I settled that in my own mind anyways. So these are my newly resold Thursday Captains. I knew I was gonna love the work Pablo did on them at Dimar. He really is a master of his craft, and I'm super happy to have these back in rotation, ready for another trip to Algonquin Park this summer. All right, thanks for watching.